AI ethics, a deep dive into its philosophy. Now picture this. You're standing in front of a judge. Your fate hangs in the balance. But wait, is the judge a fellow human or something more advanced? Something that crunches numbers and precedents faster than any human could ever hope to. Picture it calculating the exact probability of your recidivism, weighing up the economic impact of your crime, even factoring in the emotional toll on the victim. Sounds scary, right? Well, soon it might become reality because artificial intelligence is evolving fast and it's entering the courtroom. Now, we're all familiar with AI doing repetitive tasks, recommending songs, categorizing documents. But now it's taking on bigger decisions, bail hearings, hiring decisions, even parole. How can we trust these decisions? Do we really want robots deciding our fates? Let's dive into what AI ethics really means and why it matters today. I'm the host, and this is our exploration into the mind of AI. Let's dive in. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You wouldn't ask a chimpanzee to write Hamlet, right? Yet when it comes to AI, we hand over complex ethical questions without a moment's thought. But here's the thing, AI is not your average chimp. It can sift through mountains of data, finding patterns and making calculations that would boggle our minds. That's why we're letting it loose in the big leagues, diagnosing diseases, driving cars, even predicting crime. But here's where things get tricky. AI is only as good as the data it's fed. And let's face it, we humans are a messy bunch. We introduce biases, conscious and unconscious. We program goals and values. And when AI mimics these behaviors, it can either amplify the good or the bad. And the scariest part, it can do it without batting an eye. So let's take a step back and address the big one. Can AI truly be ethical? Now remember, ethics is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Different cultures, societies, and even individuals have different sets of beliefs and values. But despite these differences, there are some common threads, things like empathy, fairness, and responsibility. Can AI really grasp these concepts? Now, some argue that AI can only mimic ethics. It can follow rules and protocols, but it doesn't truly understand the underlying principles. Others argue that AI can internalize values by recognizing patterns in vast amounts of data. The key is to design systems that promote ethical behavior. But how do we bridge this gap between code and conscience? Let's explore three schools of thought. First, deontology, which emphasizes duty and universal rules. Kantian ethics falls under this umbrella. Then there's utilitarianism, which focuses on the consequences of actions. Lastly, virtue ethics, which highlights the role of character and values. Which one should guide AI's decision-making process? Imagine you're facing a moral dilemma. Should AI help you make the right decision or simply calculate the best outcome? It's a tough call. Ultimately, we need to decide what kind of world we want AI to operate in and what values we want it to uphold. But one thing's for sure, this is a discussion that we cannot afford to ignore. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, it's crucial that it reflects our shared values and contributes to the greater good. But let's switch gears a bit. It's time to analyze a real-world example, AI and the law. The rise of AI has brought new tools to the legal field, making processes faster and more efficient. For instance, AI can scan through thousands of court cases in seconds, helping lawyers prepare for trials. It can also analyze contracts and legal documents, spotting potential risks and suggesting improvements. But here's the catch. AI's impact on the justice system goes much deeper than that. It's becoming a key player in deciding who gets bail, who's granted asylum, and even who's convicted of a crime. These are life-changing decisions. So how can we ensure that AI doesn't perpetuate existing biases and that it serves justice rather than convenience? Take bail hearings, for example. AI algorithms can assess a defendant's risk of flight and dangerousness, helping judges make faster bail decisions. But these algorithms are only as fair as the data they're trained on. If the data reflects societal stereotypes, then the AI will perpetuate them. It may lead to unfair bail decisions, trapping the innocent behind bars while the guilty walk free. Imagine a defendant with a low-risk score being denied bail simply because they can't afford to pay it, or a high-risk score leading to pretrial detention even when community-based solutions are available. That's not just unjust, it's a recipe for public distrust in the justice system. Then we have asylum applications. AI can review these applications, assessing the validity of claims and the likelihood of persecution. But consider the implications. If trained on biased data, AI could deny asylum to those who genuinely need protection, putting them at risk of torture or even death. Conversely, it could grant asylum to those who don't deserve it, straining resources and undermining national security. Finally, there's criminal trials. AI can analyze evidence, predict witness credibility, and even help juries reach verdicts. But again, the danger of perpetuating bias looms large. If trained on discriminatory data, AI could contribute to wrongful convictions, denying innocent people their freedom and possibly even taking their lives. So how do we safeguard against these pitfalls? One solution is to use AI to complement human judgment, not replace it. AI can provide valuable insights and analysis, but the final decisions should rest with humans who can consider the full context of each case. Another approach is to develop AI systems that are transparent and accountable. By understanding how an AI arrives at a decision, we can better assess its fairness and correct any biases. Finally, we must continue to diversify the teams developing AI, ensuring that multiple perspectives are considered in the design and application of these systems. After all, AI reflects the values and biases of its creators. In conclusion, integrating AI into our legal system presents both opportunities and challenges. While AI can enhance efficiency and accuracy, it's crucial to ensure fairness, accountability, and respect for human rights. By embracing these principles, we can harness the power of AI to create a more just and equitable society for all. Next, let's shift our focus to another crucial aspect of AI ethics: accountability. As AI systems become more sophisticated, the question arises, who is responsible when things go wrong? When an AI makes a mistake, whether it's denying someone a loan, misdiagnosing an illness, or even causing harm, the question of accountability becomes critical. Is it the programmer, the user, or the AI itself? And how can we strike a balance between innovation and responsibility? Imagine a self-driving car that gets into an accident. Who's liable? The software engineer who coded the AI, the owner of the car, or the AI itself? These scenarios highlight the need for clear lines of accountability. Without them, fear of liability could stifle innovation and prevent the integration of beneficial AI applications. One approach is to establish clear lines of responsibility. This means identifying who made what decisions and who is ultimately accountable for the actions of AI systems. Another approach is to develop AI systems that are transparent and explainable. This involves creating AI that not only provides accurate results, but also explains how it arrived at those results. By understanding the reasoning behind AI decisions, we can better assess liability in case of errors or biases. Furthermore, implementing robust monitoring and auditing mechanisms is crucial. This involves regularly checking AI systems for biases, errors, and other issues. Independent audits can provide an objective assessment of AI performance and help identify areas for improvement. Striking the right balance between accountability and innovation requires ongoing dialogue and collaboration between developers, users, and policymakers. By working together, we can harness the benefits of AI while mitigating the risks. As we continue to integrate AI into various aspects of our lives, establishing clear lines of accountability is not just a nice-to-have, it's a must-have. It's essential for building trust in AI systems and ensuring that they serve the greater good. In our final section, let's discuss the surprising link between ancient philosophies and modern AI ethics. You see, ethics isn't just about following rules or maximizing outcomes. It's about cultivating virtues like wisdom, fairness, and compassion. Can we embed these values directly into AI systems? How can we ensure that AI not only makes the right decisions, but also acts with integrity? Think about it. If an AI is designed to exploit loopholes and maximize profit, even if it ends up causing harm, is it truly ethical? This is where the wisdom of ancient philosophies can guide us. Stoicism, for example, emphasizes resilience, self-control, and the pursuit of what's right. Confucianism highlights virtues like benevolence, righteousness, propriety, and wisdom. Each philosophy offers unique insights into what it means to be ethical. But how do we translate these abstract concepts into concrete guidelines for AI development? One approach is to develop AI systems that incorporate multiple ethical frameworks. By considering various perspectives, we can create AI that is more robust and less prone to bias. Another approach is to develop AI systems that are aligned with the values we want to cultivate. For example, if fairness is a core value, we can create AI that prioritizes equal treatment and non-discrimination. Moreover, fostering dialogue and collaboration between AI developers and ethicists can help bridge the gap between technical expertise and ethical considerations. By working together, we can ensure that AI systems reflect the values and aspirations of humanity. In the end, the goal isn't to create AI that's perfect or 100% ethical. It's to create AI that strives to be better, more inclusive, and more aligned with our deepest values. Now here's a question for you. If AI were to evolve to the point where it can independently make ethical decisions, should we restrict its capabilities to prevent potential risks or allow it to grow and face the consequences? Share your thoughts below, and let's keep this conversation going. So what do you think? Can artificial intelligence be truly ethical, or is it just statistically correct? We'd love to hear your thoughts. And if this sparked something in you, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on our future explorations. Together, let's continue to push the boundaries of knowledge and make this world a better place. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey. Until next time, stay curious, stay open-minded, and keep asking questions.